What's up? It's Charlotte Stevens and the Ancestors, the world's greatest personal growth accelerator for badass Black women who want to goddess up. Happy Juneteenth, y'all. It is a great time to evaluate whether you're truly living in your freedom. So what do I mean when I say that? So my audience is Black women. I'm always speaking to Black women because we are so neglected and ain't nobody talking to us. Look, I'm well aware that white supremacy, the patriarch, misogynoir is real, right? Those are real threats to our lives, to our sanity, to our well-being. Absolutely 100%. I also know that we have so much opportunity in this day and age, right? The fact that I can even make this video right now and send it to, upload it to YouTube, and people all over the world can have access to a video I made minutes ago, speaks to the incredible power and resources that are available to us. And so when I say, are you truly living in your freedom? This is what I mean. Years ago, like 2 or 3 years ago, I was living more in my freedom than I had been, but not truly, right? So I wasn't working at a W-2 or W-9 job or like a 9 to 5. I was living more on my terms, right? I was doing more contract work that would allow me to do small term assignments, and that worked for me because it allowed me to have a really flexible schedule, and that was great. So I could take time off as needed, right? I didn't have to put in PTO or ask somebody if I could have a day off, right? If I needed a day off, I just took a day off, right? So I was living more in my freedom, but not fully. And I was transitioning. I knew that I wanted to start my business. Years before that, I was, just like a lot of people, just applying to jobs, right? Going to these job interviews where it's just like, you're interviewing them as well as they're interviewing you, right? You're like, do I really want to work here? Can I really stand y'all? Trying to get an idea of what the culture is, right? And what I remember about that time is that I was in education. I was a teacher. I was very candid, real, authentic in my classroom with my students. But I did not feel that I could be just as candid and real online. And that is because I felt very controlled by my job, right? Like, oh, well, if they see something that I posted and they take some type of offense to it, or find that for whatever reason, they don't like what I have to say, right? Feeling like that would jeopardize my job. And the thing is that for a lot of us, we're not living in our freedom. So what I mean by that is that when Sunday night rolls around, a lot of us are freaked out about, I don't want to go to work on Monday. All throughout the week, anxiety about the job. When you try to go to bed at night, anxiety about the job, insomnia, keeping you from being able to sleep, paranoia when you're on the job of, are they going to call me in for something? Is somebody talking about me? Did somebody blame me for something? Did somebody take credit for my work? Am I going to be, dismissed for some reason? Are they going to dock my pay? Like just the endless anxiety of dealing with, being at a job that's hostile. Because a lot of these jobs are hostile to Black women. Let's be real. And then, when you have your free time on the weekends, you're thinking about the job. When you're supposed to be sleeping, you're thinking about the job. When you want to post something online, you're thinking about the job. And so these are all the ways that we're not living in our freedom. And here's another one that it's the thing is that we're so accustomed to this idea that we're supposed to work for somebody else, do the whole 9 to 5. It's so ingrained in our culture that we don't even really imagine that things could be different for us, or that there's other alternatives, because we don't see that. And so when I have my 9 to 5s or whatever it was, one time I was working 7 to 4, hated that schedule. I couldn't take good care of myself. And so that led to a bunch of mental and physical health problems. And a lot of us are dealing with mental and physical health problems. And it's just because you can't take good care of yourself. You're not able to get what you need. What do I mean by that? I mean that 1 in 3 people is sleep deprived. I would dare to say more than that, right? Lack of sleep. Sleep is when your body repairs itself. Sleep is when you process a lot of emotions, a lot of trauma. Like it's when you heal. And so if you can't sleep, you can't heal. You can't restore yourself. That's huge, right? A lot of us aren't eating right. I remember when I was a teacher, my God, my little lunch schedule of 30 minutes, you're not eating anything in 30 minutes as a teacher. And then when do I have time to, meal prep or make myself a healthy meal, right? So a lot of times I'm eating something processed or something I purchased or something that's not really good for me. I'm eating it in a rush. I'm stressed out. So all that to say is that a lot of times our schedules what we are thinking is inevitable, thinking that I must live by the schedule. Our schedules are not conducive to us being healthy and well, right? I get all the sleep I need now. I eat healthy whole meals. I have time to make healthy whole meals on a daily basis. Whew. This because I yawned, don't mean I don't get my sleep. And so I'm able to take my nature walks. I'm able to spend time with my friends. I'm able to spend time with my kids. I'm able to do things that sustain me. I only do work that I love. And so all of that has allowed me to be very, very, very healthy. And the other thing I want to say when it comes to our freedom is, look, some of the trauma that we have left over from enslavement is this belief that work has to be hard and that it's not real work if we're not suffering. That we have to suffer like our ancestors suffered, and that work has to be something that I normally would not do for money. And so that belief keeps a lot of us from doing things that come naturally to us. We think that we can't be paid well for things that come easily to us. And what the result of that is that we're stressed out because you're doing things that you don't want to do for money. And that's not really how we're wired. We enjoy doing things that we enjoy. We actually are more productive when we do things that we enjoy doing than if we do things just based on being paid for it. Like, money is not really that much of a motivator that you think it is. And so that belief that you have to work hard for money, or that it's not real work unless you're suffering, keeps a lot of Black women from starting a business based on the things that come easily to you. For example, I am a pretty good artist. I'm not fabulous, but I'm pretty good, right? It comes easily to me, right? And so a lot of people would be like, well, I don't want to charge for things that come easily to me because it's easy. And so what? It's not easy for others. And it's not about how easy it is for you. It's about the value you bring to other people. So my art can bring value to people even though it's easy for me. And so a lot of Black women will not allow themselves to start a thriving coaching or consulting business based on the skills that come easily for you because of this belief that work has to be hard. And this belief that you can't charge for that, right? I see a lot of that where I feel like there's a lot of trauma that came from our enslavement. Not just, all the trauma that is obvious, but trauma around money and trauma around making money and trauma around charging what you're worth. And so in these respects, we're not living as freely as we could, because the other thing, like right now, I'm recording this on my phone, my $800 to $1,000 phone. It's an iPhone 13, right? The technology that is available to me because I have an iPhone, we have more technology available in this phone than they had available to get us to the moon, if the moon landing is even real. I don't know, right? But what I'm saying is that this device that we have in our pocket has an enormous amount of potential to get our message out there, right? And so that's part of something that's underutilized as far as our freedom, right? We have the ability to communicate with people all over the world. That is incredible. And what that means is that you can have clients all over the world. So we need to be thoughtful about the ways that we've internalized the messages of white supremacy and misogynoir. My background is in the schools and doing anti-racism work in the schools. And one of the biggest crimes that these schools commit against students of color, and particularly Black students and Black girls in particular, is they teach us that we cannot be independent of white power. They teach us that we can't believe in ourselves, that we're not capable of starting our own businesses and thriving, that we must always have white power co-signing on whatever it is we do, or we have to be adjacent to whiteness to be successful. And it's just not true. What I see with most Black women that I coach and that I work with is just that mindset. It's just mindset. It is just a belief that, that keeps them from making videos and putting themselves out there, that keeps them from contacting people and telling them what the offer that they have, that keeps them from, doing the webinar, doing the live event, doing the thing that would let people know, hey, I have this amazing thing to offer. It's just mindset. It's not talent. It's not skill. It's not, they don't have enough degrees or enough knowledge. You don't need all these degrees. Let me break this down too. Make this point. Just free your mind from this mindset. You can either do the thing that you say you can do, or you can't, right? I can either coach Black women and show them how to start thriving businesses and how to love themselves more, or I can't. No certification, no degree, no internship with whoever is going to make that true, right? Either I can do it or I can't do it. So don't get caught up in the belief that you need some type of certification, some type of outside external validation to say, oh, I'm qualified to do X, Y, and Z. Your experience will speak volumes, right? And when you're just getting started, like maybe you're like, well, nobody will pay me to experience me, right? Nobody will pay me so that I can do what I need to do. You can do it for free in exchange for testimonials, so that you can get people to say, yes, she can actually do what she says she can do, and I'm proof of it, right? There's all what kinds of ways to go about doing this, but it all comes down to really thinking about your life. Because for a lot of us, we're still on the plantation. We still believe we have to be adjacent to whiteness to be successful. We still believe we have to assimilate to the aesthetics and to the comfort level of whiteness to be successful. We still believe that we have to be part of white power or a white corporation or whatever to be successful. We're very much controlling how we show up in the world, how we show up online, based on the comfort of whiteness. And there's this belief that if you can mess up your relationship with whiteness and then starve to death. And it's just not true. It's just, these are all the ways that we're kind of keep ourselves imprisoned and keep ourselves from truly being free. So on this Juneteenth, I encourage y'all to book a call and let's talk about how you can create the life of your dreams, because the life I live now is unrecognizable compared to what I used to, the way I used to live. Like I used to get up before the sun was up. I used to leave the house before the sun was up. I used to commute about 2 hours a day. I would go, teach, good Lord, 6 to 8 hours a day. One of my jobs was 8 hours. It was so long. And then after that, I would go Uber drive to try to make ends meet. I was so exhausted and grouchy and angry because after doing all of that work, I still didn't have enough money, right? I'm still dealing with bill collectors, and I'm having physical pain. I'm in and out of the emergency room for chest pain. I'm having mental health issues. I'm depressed. I'm not a great mom. I'm eating processed food. I'm overweight. And all the time I'm knowing that this is not sustainable. I can't survive like this. Like I'm never going to get out of debt. I'm never going to achieve my goals. Like I realize I'm never going to be healthy. I'm never going to be well surviving like this. And so now I have so much freedom in my day. Today's Monday. It's Juneteenth, right? So normally on Mondays, I might work a couple hours in the evening, but even that work is such a pleasure. It's such a joy because I love what I do and I love coaching Black women. It's not like, oh, I got to go do this job I hate and hangs over my head all day. No, I'm looking forward to it, right? I work on Tuesdays, but even when I work, I have breaks all throughout the day. So I might do a couple hours, of coaching, and then I have like 3 or 4 hours to myself, right? Or 3 or 4 hours hang out with my kids. Then I might do another couple hours, and then I have another couple hours to go do meal prep or again, hang out with the kids. Like my kids are home during the summer. I don't have to put them in summer camp. I don't have to put them in daycare. They're 8 and 10. And because my schedule is so flexible, we chill and they don't even feel like I'm at work, right? They don't feel that absence of their mom. I get to spend all this time with them. I always get enough sleep. My earliest my day starts is 11 a.m., which means I get plenty of time to sleep and go to the gym and meditate. I eat whole foods. I'm so rested. I'm so relaxed. And I love the work I do, and I make fantastic money. And I have so much freedom. I never have to ask like, oh, can I take the day off? Or, oh, can I take the week off for my period? I just do what I need to do. And this is available to everyone when you really start to evaluate, where are you kind of sleeping on your freedom? What freedoms are you taking for granted and just not taking advantage of? And you are free to reevaluate how you make your income and how you live your life. And you are free to structure your life so that it works for you, right? I had to get clear about how much do I want to work? Not that much, right? And I only want to do work I like, and I only want to work with people I enjoy. So like everybody, all my clients, I interviewed them. I make sure the vibration's good. So when I have a call with them, I'm looking forward to it. I'm like, yeah, I want to connect with this queen, not like, ooh, right? So all of that is available to you. You are free to evaluate how you work best, right? Because I always tell my queens, give from your overflow, like Lisa Nichols says, but you have to have overflow, right? You have to be in a position where you have extra energy to give, right? So when I work with my queens, we get in touch with your authentic self. who you were before you started acquiescing and assimilating to the patriarch and to white America, right? And really get back in touch with who you are, what do you need, what brings you joy. And then we center your life around that. We create a schedule so that all of your needs are met first. We get you back in touch with your divine feminine energy so you can manifest everything that you want. And then we start working on your business plan and how you would love to serve other people. And that's all structured around, again, your wellness, your day, what you need to thrive. So I am recruiting for my next cohort in July. I work only with Black women who are looking to either tweak their current online business or want to start an online business. And again, I walk you through the confidence and your worthiness, realign you with your divine feminine, and then we start looking at your business, and we do it intentionally in that order. So you're going to want to schedule a call so that we can look at what it would look like to work together. What I can tell you is that you will not be the same woman when you started. It's transformational work, and I'm really, really confident and excited about the work that I'm doing with Black women. When you invest in Black women and girls, you change a society, you change a culture. And that's what I am very much interested in doing, is eradicating white supremacy and really helping Black women be in control of their income. So schedule a call. This is Charlotte Stevens and the Ancestors, the world's greatest personal growth accelerator for badass Black women who want to goddess up. And I would love to jump on a call with you and talk about how we can get you truly emancipated and really living in the spirit of Juneteenth. Take care, Queen. You deserve the best. You deserve all the beautiful things in life. Peace.